My name is Chris Finesse, and welcome to the Radical Masculine. Now, I gotta say, this had me cracking up. And it's not just because of Lawrence's face, but it's because of his dating profile. Now, guys that have been on dating apps or dating websites, have you seen the female equivalent of our dear friend Lawrence? I think so. Now let's go ahead and read this. Lawrence, 27. Must read. Any female wanting to swipe right must meet the following criteria. You must be between 5'1" and 5'5", no exceptions. You must weigh no more than 110 pounds, no exceptions. You must be fit enough to hold me, but no visible muscle tone. The anime girl in the second picture is a reference, so if you don't look like her, swipe left. No religious people. I want to raise intelligent children and can't sacrifice my seed to someone delusional enough to believe in so-called God. I'm extremely smart. Okay, now let's go ahead and break this down. Now, first of all, I'll say this, Lawrence. Women don't believe in God either, for the most part. Women are all spiritual, and they're all spiritual because there's no rules in spirituality. There's no behavior to uphold. You can do whatever, you can be whatever, you can like God when you want something, you could hate him when he doesn't give you what you want. He's like a cosmic Santa Claus, so I will say this. If a woman believes in God, that's a little bit better than what you see mostly out here, and that's, women with crystals, talking about astrology, zodiac, all of that stuff. So that would be my first disagreement with you, Lawrence. But for the most part, can you imagine what the women will say when they see this profile? I bet you women are swiping, they read this shit, they see how beautiful Lawrence is, and they're like, I bet you they will message him, talking shit. Well, you ain't shit, you're a fat piece of shit, blah, blah, blah. Us guys, we've heard all the insults. We already know. We have small dick, we're insecure, we can't handle a strong woman, we are chauvinistic, we are shallow, we are too dumb to look beyond looks, or whatever. But like I said, this right here, our dear friend Lawrence, this is the male equivalent of what we see on dating apps. Many girls even look just like Lawrence, and they say he must be 6 foot to 6'5". They probably don't have a weight, but they will say must have a six-pack or be in great shape because I myself enjoy working out, being outdoors, hiking, and everything that has to do with physicality. And then you look back up at the picture and you realize the female Lawrence is definitely fat, out of shape, and it's all bullshit. It's all cap. But the thing is if guys were to reply to her, Lawrencina, how dare you talk about this? You're fat, you're ugly, you're disgusting. That guy will lose his profile, first of all. Second of all, when that girl screenshots it and puts it online, women will be outraged. How dare you? I can't believe what a pig he is. And then they'll find Lawrence, they'll put him on blast, they'll violate his privacy or whatever. But yet, these women, the female Lawrences of the world, they ask for crazy shit all the time. And that's why I no longer am on dating apps. I know I probably should be just to keep enough lines in the water. But the last thing I would ever want would be a girl that looks like Lawrence swiping left or right on me, acting like if we weren't in the same room, I would give her any attention or if she would ever have a chance with a guy like me. No free validation from this guy over here.
We got Hyrule, 1, okay, shout out to Link. Girlfriend of 1 year, 6 months, keep writing her on wrist with a letter. Got a phone call from the same letter 3 times when I was with her and refused to give me phone. What do I do? Break up? She says I have to trust her, and I'm scared I'm overreacting.
Look through her
She's
phone.
for the streets. Don't even look through her phone. Don't waste your fucking time.
Look through her phone.
Don't waste your
Okay.
time.
They're right.
Would you guys? Okay, so you guys got these little things here. If you're
So, in this current predicament, now I don't advocate looking through a girl's phone or whatever, but I do believe if there is some sort of a question, then she should show the phone, especially if she is drawing hearts with initials, getting calls while I'm with her, especially if she wants to be in a relationship. I'm gonna try to get down to the bottom of this, like, what's she doing? See, women always say that a guy should trust her. You should just trust me, when it's always been the woman's job to prove her fidelity. But women hide behind this trust me so they can kind of, skirt the boundaries a little bit to see what they can get away with. You never know. She may not really be liking that guy like that, and she could be looking to move on to another guy. So, absolutely, check that phone. Get it over and done with. If you feel some type of way, it's probably happening, so just be done with it.
doesn't want to give her phone up to you, should the guy break up with her? Give me a green if it's a thumbs up, yes, or a no if it's a red.
Okay.
If your girl doesn't want to give you her phone. Okay, it's very simple, ladies.
One more time.
If a man asks for the girl's phone to look at it and the girl says no,
I would say negative.
and he says no.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
No, not you, her. Are you good?
Yeah.
I would say no.
Okay, so should the guy break up with her? Give me a green if you think yes, or red if you think no. Okay, let me see. Throw them up, throw them up, throw them up, throw them up.
Break up?
Green. Okay, most of you say, okay, majority say break up with the girl if she won't give her phone.
Wow.
Okay.
Pretty base.
All right.
I'm not giving it up though.
Okay, only.
Yeah.
Okay.
Throw that shit in the ocean.
Okay. Well,
For real.
I'm not giving. There
Wait,
you
but
go.
hold on. Do you check your man's phone?
Question answers itself.
Never. I would never need to do
You better
that.
never change his code, but you're never gonna know my code.
I would never need
shouldn't
to
go
look at
through
my man's
people's
She's the one
phone.
leading, so makes
Because
sense.
you'll
Yeah.
always find something that is going to hurt your feelings. And
For the two girls that said no, why do you guys think no real fast? That he shouldn't leave the girl for not wanting to give up her phone.
It depends. Are we?
And I'll be honest, she kind of is right. If you were with a girl to where you have to go through her phone, then you probably shouldn't be with her. But that's why I believe in having multiple women. Not cheating, not being behind her back, but just letting them know that, hey, I'm going to see other people. Because women tend to treat you better. They strive for the relationship or for your commitment harder when they know that they are competing with someone. They all say, well, I don't compete with nobody, but it's not true. But yeah, I would say that. But if I ask for that phone, you better fucking show me, or else you're single. You and D or J can live happily ever after. No sweat off my sack.
Switching phones? Like, are we taking
No.
turns?
No, he just
we're
wants the
He's
phone from
just-
you.
That's why.
It's
I
one
want it
way.
to be.
Oh, because you want equality.
Yeah. I want it to be that, okay, so if I'm giving up my phone, I
Yeah.
have nothing to prove, but
Yeah.
if I'm giving up my phone, then you're
Yeah.
giving up your phone too. That's it.
Because
Women only do this to try to penalize the man for wanting to look through the phone, because most women understand that the shit going on in a guy's phone is not equivalent to the shit going on in their phone, especially these days. So they say, well, show me your phone too. It's like a power trip, it's a power play. But like I said, it's the woman's job to prove their fidelity to you, and everything is not going to be equal.
equality.
Sure. Yeah.
Do you think men and women are equal in a relationship?
No, I don't.
So why are you arguing equality if you know it's not equal?
I mean, it should be equal in.
Should be, but are they?
No,
Okay, so why does he have to give you his phone?
because it should be.
Well, that's not how it goes.
Okay, but you asked me. my
Women should
opinion,
like nice guys, but most of you pick the bad boy, correct?
But I didn't.
Now, I want you to listen to her answers. Even if he's making a point, even if it's something she agrees with, she does this yes, no, maybe so, it all depends, there's a gray area, well, it should be, or that's just my opinion. They do this to muddy the waters on the debate because women don't know how to debate. They don't know how to convey their point, and a woman will lie just to try to prove a point. So listen to how she tries to muddy the waters, and this is what a lot of women do in relationships, and this is how they're able to kind of get away with certain things, is just by being, kind of annoying, by gaslighting, and kind of playing this subjectivity game.
No.
You asked me for my opinion.
Oh.
I didn't.
I'm just challenging your opinion because you're using the basis of equality to substantiate your argument, and I'm saying, well, you don't even believe in equality in a relationship until it doesn't benefit you, which is this situation with the phone.
I mean, it never
Ding, ding, ding.
benefits me.
I would.
It does.
No, I would argue that inequality between men and women inherently.
Another woman playing the victim as if she doesn't get free dinners and free drinks or opportunities that a man would never get just for him having a dick and a face.
Benefits women. For example, when you get with a guy, right, that isn't equal to you, he's got to make more money, more status, more competent. You have a master's degree. You probably want a guy that at least has a master's degree, if not at least wildly successful, that makes some sort of money, right? He's got to rise to a certain level to even get you. Nothing about that is equal, but you don't have to do anything and you can get him. Granted, you have a successful career yourself, but if you lost your job, he ain't leaving you. But if he loses his, you're leaving him.
Ideally, just like you said should before, you're speaking in shoulds. That's not necessarily the situation.
It's not a should. That's what women are attracted to.
Yeah.
That's a biological fact.
Okay, so we're talking about me, and that's what women are attracted to. But you keep saying, okay, a guy would stay with me, right? If I lost my job,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
That's not necessarily true. And you're saying because I have my master's degree, would only be attracted to somebody who has their master's degree or makes enough money.
Well, do you have high standards?
I have
there
high
you
standards,
go.
but I'm also.
See, this is exactly what women do. Now that guys have that superpower of kind of knowing how women move, Myron called it. He called it, and if she were being honest, she would probably agree that, yes, I do want a guy who makes more money. I do at least want a guy who maybe he doesn't have a master's degree, but he's at least educated beyond average. She would probably agree to these things, but since women don't like the fact that their secrets being found out, that women are, we're able to see that women basically all want the same shit, that now she's trying to lie to prove a point, to throw men off the scent, because women don't want to be predictable. They don't want a man to know what their nature is, how they're moving, their routine, because it puts them at a disadvantage. That's why women always play this, my body count is this, or they never give enough information because they always want to be the best representation of themselves, even if they have to lie.
Again, you gotta think about my upbringing. It's always gonna come into play. I come from a
Here goes the subjectivity game.
dual income household. Law enforcement, they don't make crazy ass money, so I'm still gonna come to the mindset of, okay, as long as you can provide in some form or fashion, I don't necessarily think that you need.
Now, do you think she wants to pay 50-50, or do you think she wants the guy to pay the mortgage, the big bills, and then she helps out with like the insurance and the groceries and a few things here or there? She's trying to make it sound like she's paying for half the shit though, which doesn't tend to happen, or most women don't actually want.
Make more money than me. That's just my opinion.
There's a percentage.
Well, if that was the case, then you said you have high standards. Why are you single then? Because there's plenty of guys that make less than you that are probably nice guys, like you claim that you want.
But it's not. That's just not the only avenue of things. It's all about. Again, I live in Miami. Like the shots were blown at the beginning about me living in Miami and being from Miami. Sorry, y'all niggas ain't shit. Like y'all do a lot of dirt here in Miami.
Okay. Granted, she does have a point. Dating in Miami.
Women only say that men aren't shit when the men that they want don't want them back and they won't commit to them or whatever, and then they say men ain't shit, men are liars, men are this, that, the other, and the men probably could have been straight up with her, but she would never say that because women do not like to take L's.
Terrible.
No, I mean, it's just, my thing is like, because your argument is based on equality. Like, if I'm giving you my phone, you need to give me yours, and I'm saying, well, nothing about a relationship between a man and woman is equal, which you agree to. So why would he give you his phone when he's asking you for yours?
That's just my answer. I'm not gonna give you my phone if you're not gonna give me yours.
Just because.
Just because.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's women.
That's ego talking.
I mean, that's typical. Yeah, that's
right.
Logic. No offense. Because they want you to be all successful and shit a lot of times, better than them, and then they want to sit there and say, I'm equal to you. Give me your phone too,
but
nigga.
You keep going. A lot of times should, and then when I make the same argument of should.
He has not said a lot of times or should. I haven't heard that. She's the one saying that. But she's trying to spin it on him. This is how they debate. This is how they try to get their point across. A lot of attractive women are never challenged on their ideas or the things that they say. So therefore, when someone challenges them, they think they have rebuttals, they think they're spitting facts, and when they are losing the conversation, then they just default to, well, that's just my opinion. That's kind of like, fuck you, I don't care about what's real, what's fake. I'm gonna believe what I'm gonna believe.
I'm wrong, and it's me thinking as a woman.
I mean, you're 30 and single, man.
No. I'm just saying.
Yeah, and I'll be.
But what I'm saying isn't should. What I'm saying isn't should. I'm saying that
that?
this is what women want. This is what the women want men better than them. Like, you're sitting here saying I want a nice guy and a guy can make less than me. But if that was the case, you would have a man right now.
Everybody has.
Your standards are clearly high, and you're picky, which is why you're single.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm picky.
Which is fine, by the way.
Which is what I'm saying.
I'm not saying that's a problem, but there, like I was saying before, there is more to the pickiness.
No, but here's the thing. You can't sit there and say, I'm going to be picky. I want a certain type of guy. Get that guy, then tell him, you got to give me your phone too, nigga. Because here's the problem. He's rarer than you are.
And he's only asking because you're doing sketchy
Like,
shit.
men and women are not the same.
What the thing
like,
said.
the pickier, ladies, I need y'all to understand this. The pickier you are, that means the less of that man there is. So the less of that man there is, the less leverage you have to try to tell him, you need to do this. Does that?
Exactly. She's still single. She's 30 years old. If the guys she wanted were out there and available, well, then she would probably have one. But she doesn't. And she's willing to grow to the age of 50 until she finds that. So clearly, they're not in abundance. Not to mention, we know that they're going to want the guy. I've been with girls, I pay all the bills, I do everything. And then they've tried to come with I want 50-50 authority, 50% of the responsibility, not the responsibility, but they want to be able to tell me shit when it's just like, no, I'm the man, I'm the leader, that's why you picked me, and if someone's texting you or whatever and I want to see your fucking phone, show me your phone. You don't have to, but that just means you're fucking single, and that is what it is. That's why I don't live with girls, and I don't just commit to one woman.
Sense?
That makes sense. I just...
Supply and demand.
Come on.
That makes sense. I'm just going to muddy the waters and try to make it difficult. This is why guys think that women are difficult or complicated, because they make themselves complicated knowing that they're actually pretty damn simple once you look past the lies and the bullshit.
Sure.
You got it.
He has higher value than you by definition of being with you because you're picky. So therefore, you don't dictate anything. I'm just saying the math ain't mathin'. You can't sit there and be like, give me your phone, nigga, as if you guys were equal when you're picky. It don't work that way.
Well, the thing is, if you're being sketchy, that's why you're getting your phone asked for. It's because you're being, that's what the question said, was you were being sketchy. Now, we're not just saying, hey, let's all just trade phones here. No, somebody did something, somebody was being sketchy, and that's why the phone was
I don't think men should ever turn their phone over to their girl anyway.
I don't think anyone should be ever turning anything over.
No, women should definitely turn their phones over. But men, no.
But why?
Why not men?
Why not?
Ladies, you know why. Your whole life is on your phone.
Misogyny.
Why not?
Yeah, see, this is another way to deceive and to muddy the waters. I broke my phone one time, and one of my female friends, we weren't dating or nothing like that. We were literally just friends, and she just got a new phone. She's like, hey, you can go ahead and have my phone. Because my phone broke, it fell off my motorcycle, and the only thing I could really retrieve was my SIM card, and I needed a phone. So I popped it into her phone. She didn't delete nothing. Well, it doesn't seem like it. She didn't wipe it clean or nothing, because she's the type of girl that will break her phone, and she has 2 phones on deck. So she's an average-looking girl with a below-average body and just average in every sense. She's a nice girl, so, but the things that I seen in her phone, she had hundreds of messages on IG. She had, and yeah, I was being a little bit nosy, but looking through her text messages and seeing all of the guys hitting on her, and I'm like, damn, this is fucking crazy. And she's a 6, a 5, nothing special about her. And all these guys thirsting, and she was going on dates, like, while I knew her, she had dates and guys that she was trying to take serious, and I seen through all of her messages that clearly she was still hooking up with these other guys while she was dealing with this guy. And basically the nice guy that was paying for dates, nice shit, trying to court her, he was on a 90-day rule while she was smashing guys that she met at the club, or me. But needless to say, so women know what goes on in their phones. They play it down because they don't want to be on a radar, especially when it comes to guys. But it's cap, it's lies, it's bullshit, and this is what they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
I think, does everyone here agree that men and women are equal?
Oh, no.
You think men and women are equal?
Oh, no, I said they're not.
Okay, so we don't play by the same set of rules.
No,
Yeah,
but
100%.
you're like the 1%er. that believes in that. That there's a very small margin that men actually equate to that persona.
Okay, I see your perspective.
And that's why we have all these women doing OnlyFans, because there's only 1% of men who are actually leading.
You know,
fair
men don't have
I
that
like
alpha
comment,
male,
yes.
and they put us women in that alpha male
I get that, but I'm trying to get guys to have this mindset so that they understand that they're the authority in the relationship. Like if a girl said to me, "Oh, we need to give your phone too," I'd look her in the face and laugh and say, "That's not how this works, baby girl," and then give me your shit. And if she doesn't give it to me, you're single now. Congratulations. Go back to the streets.
What men don't understand is that women are very submissive. They can't.
But you have to pull teeth nowadays to get it.
Oh no.
Yeah, pretty much.
There's a lot of women that can be very submissive.
You have to pull teeth to get it.
You're not a man. You wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Women don't come naturally feminine anymore.
Yep.
Yeah.
We can move on.
You have to kind of let them know what it is. Did someone else have something here? Trying to say something? Oh, who else said not? Oh, you was it?
No,
I think Suriname.
No, it was her. But let's.
All right. Okay.
I'm telling you, not to be a hater, but I posted this on Snapchat about a couple of years ago that if every guy were to look in their girlfriend's phone, they would find something that was serious enough to break up with them over. And I stand by that till this day. And all they would find in his phone, because women are always quick to say, well, what about the guy's phone? Oh, you'd probably find a little bit of porn, maybe a couple of messages, definitely no replies back, but you're not going to find a whole bunch of shit. Now, sure, there are some guys to where, they're getting down or whatever, but for the most part, I would say the average run-of-the-mill relationship, just, Jane and John Doe. Look in her phone, that shit's cracking. It's like Pornhub, And on his phone, he's watching Pornhub, she's living it. But needless to say, that is going to conclude our video for the day. If you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time.